I'm Katie Finese, and I'm here to address the topic of depression and how it affects people and the way they feel and just how horrible it really is. When you're depressed, you sit in bed all day. Um, Normally it's dark, and you just reflect on everything around you, and you keep to yourself. You don't talk to anyone about how you're really feeling, and it's horrible. And it seems like no one's there to help you or comfort you like you really need. And you feel like you're not good enough and that nothing's going right. And you just can't be yourself. And if you do express how you feel and tell people, you get judged. So no one says anything. And then no one knows. And if no one knows, then you can't really tell anyone. And when you can't tell anyone, you just feel it all bottles up. And when it bottles up, you feel even worse because no one's helping you, and you really need it. You just want to know that someone cares and that you do have people there for you. And it seems like there's not, but there's always someone out there that cares. Even when you think there's not, someone out there cares. And the way people make you feel about yourself, they joke about it. They joke about depression and cutting and insecurity, and they make you feel like you're not good enough. And that triggers it a lot, and you don't want to tell anyone. So you just kind of sit there and it's hard. People say they understand, but they don't. They really don't. No one understands how you feel about yourself fully or truly. Only you can make that connection. No one knows exactly how you're feeling. And sometimes you just need someone to say, hey, I care, I'm here, But sometimes when you do that and you tell someone, they don't really care. They just want to know. They don't really care sometimes. But when you find a person with a background that's not so great like yours, or that has been through a lot like you have, it makes it a little bit easier to tell them, because they know a little bit about what it's like to be depressed and have no one there. And people just take it for granted. They joke about things that shouldn't be joked about, like just so many things. They joke about cutting or killing yourself or being raped or stuff like that. You don't know what a person's been through. You don't know what's happened in their life. You just really don't know. And that's a main cause of why people hate themselves. People joke about stuff that they didn't even know you've been through. And what bothers me a lot is when people do find out that you're depressed or whatever, then they suddenly feel sorry for you. And it's not right. People need to watch what they say, because they don't know how a person feels. I'm one of those people where I throw on a fake smile every day just to make the people happy around me, because I care about their happiness more than mine. I could care less if I'm happy, as long as the ones I care about most are happy. And sometimes your happiness starts from yourself. But I get a little bit happier when I know I'm making other people happy. And you just have to find ways to make yourself busy, almost, to make yourself forget about everything for a little bit. Like, I like to draw, that helps me, or play guitar, or sing, or anything. Like, do anything you want. It'll help you. Depending on what it is, of course, but sometimes just keeping yourself busy will keep your thoughts off things, and then you'll feel a little bit better because you're not thinking about them. A lot of people make fun of people before they know anything about them, and that leads to a lot of insecurities. It makes people hate themselves, what they look like, what they stand for, their personality. It makes them hate themselves entirely, and that's happened to me. I'm not real fond of myself, but I know that I want to make an impact. I want my voice to be heard, and insecurities are really hard to deal with, because once you get knocked low, it's hard to pick yourself back up. It's really hard, and you just want to, when you know people are sad and you can't do anything about it, you just want to hug them and tell them everything will be okay. But everything's not always going to be okay. And I sometimes hate when people say that, because when you're depressed and insecure, you know it's not you feel like it's not going to be okay. And you can't really help that. You just feel so low, and like, just, you hate yourself. And that's sad, because most of the time the people that hate themselves the most are the most beautiful people you can see. It doesn't matter if someone's gorgeous on the outside. They could have the ugliest personality I've ever seen in my life. Or if someone's like so just down on themselves, just hang around them. Even if they're not popular or the type of people you hang out with, just hang around them. Make them feel better. Because most of the time, people that really, really hate themselves just will cut themselves. And it's not fair that people make people feel the way they do, and they would have to result in this. This is not fair to a person, and there's a lot of people that do it that people don't even know about. So when you're joking about it, you just don't joke about it. Think about what you're saying before you say it, because people could be going through the hardest time of their lives, and you're going to joke about it, make them feel even worse about themselves. And just, you don't want to be the reason a person does that, do you? Just have to watch what you say to people, because not everyone's okay. Just because someone's smiling does not mean they're okay at all. But don't joke about cutting or depression, because once you've gone through it, you don't know anything about it. You think you understand, but you don't. You really don't. So just watch what you say, because everyone's fighting their own battle, and everyone needs to know that someone cares. So set goals for yourself, and make a person smile a day. Make a person's day just by telling them that they're pretty, or they're the coolest person you've ever met in your life. It really does make a person's day. But overall, just watch what you say in front of people, and just be there for them, because sometimes they need it. But I don't even care if this video gets a lot of likes or a lot of attention. I just want people to know that I care, and I'm always there, 100%, and I promise. So keep a smile on your face and keep your hopes up high.